Hey, Ole Anderson here. I was going to show you guys my face, but apparently I can't get this iPhone to, if I set it on the mode, selfie mode, I can't get it to go back to the other mode. So you're just going to have to not see my face, I guess. Like I said, it's an unboxing video and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to replace it with. While Rachel O'Leary is on TV, one of my favorites. Okay, let's get to the thing I bought. So, I bought a 20-gallon long black. It's 30 and a quarter long, 12 and a half wide, and 12 and a quarter high. And it's from Petco. You can see the $1 sale. It's a pretty good sized tank. I mean, 20 gallon is not that much. I guess it would be considered a nano tank. It came with a few things, nothing really important. There's Ergon tropical flakes, probably not that great, and some water conditioner. And I can't stretch it enough that water conditioner, you should really use Prime. It's probably the best stuff you can get. So this is the tank. This is my coffee. So this is what I'm going to be setting up, and I am going to be setting it up over here. This tank I'm going to be replacing. It's a 32-gallon BioCube, the 32 LED. And you might ask, why do I want to replace it? Well, it was originally meant for a marine tank, and it's not hard to keep plants in it, but it's not quite correct. I mean, as you can see, my plants are actually doing very, very good. They're growing good, green, no bad leaves really. And I got some, I think it's some plant soil from Petco, Eco something I think it's called. Right now I got some giant Danios in there. They're pretty active fish and kind of cool. What I really want to do is have these killifish, not necessarily this type. This is a golden killifish. Fun fact about this killifish, I don't know if I can get that, but right before its tail it has a white spot. I mean the top fin, and it's not ick. It's actually a third eye that hasn't developed. And well, kind of be fun if it did. And if you don't believe me, look it up. It's a golden killifish. They're pretty cool fish, and I want to go nano fish some killifish. I would really like some German blue rams, but I would never buy them from Petco because they get them from where they're heavily medicated, so they pretty much die. Let me show you what the issue is with this tank. The light is actually okay, even it's more meant for marine light. And like I said, the plant's been doing fine. Oh, here you can see the blue. Actually, it's not by its tail. See the white spot? That's actually a third eye that's not developed. But here you got the water comes in here, runs in here, runs through this whole chamber here. This Churigan, probably some of the best stuff you can get. There's some filter floss. Down underneath here I got about probably 5 pounds of lava rocks, and then it goes back to a sponge and come back out. I made a spray bar because I didn't want that much current at that point, but then I actually went ahead and put a wave maker in it to get some current. So I'm going to be replacing this with the 20-gallon. And I'm going to go and sit down again. As you can see, I got some boxes here. A small sip of my coffee here. I got some boxes from Amazon that came in today. See if I can do this one-handed. I had to cut the tape open. I haven't looked in it yet. I mean, I know what it is. So here's the first thing. That would be the 24/7 planted light from Finex. I thought that would be a good choice. It comes with a remote. I've heard some good reviews. I've heard a few bad reviews. Got 29 watts, 56 white, 28 red, green, and blue. I guess it stands for. It's rimless. It can use for rimless, framed. It's fully. You can set it to fully automatic. Got all kind of modes. So I don't know if you can see this, but here's kind of like a cycle it would go. So I have some high expectations of this light. Hopefully it works great. Then I got another box. I haven't opened this one either. No, maybe not with one hand. It's from Seacam, and it's my filter. I'll move back. The Tidal 55. I have always gone with Fluval, but I wanted to try this one. I've seen some pretty good reviews, and what I'm really pretty amazed over is this skimmer. You don't see any hang on the back filters with skimmer built in. It got a controller so you can control the flow. It got a controller so you can control how much actually for the flow for the in there. It got a controller for how much you want to skim. It's up to 55 gallons, so it should be more than enough. Self-priming, self-cleaning, surface skimmer. So I don't know if I can get this to zoom in. I hope it'll be good. I mean, fully adjustable flow, heater. Oh yeah, it got a heater holder, which is kind of cool too. So it comes with some filter material, Sactrum, metric biomedia. I might actually use that. Bottom foam filter, I'll use that. Filter basket. So there's not much in it, but the thing with this is you can customize it as you want, and that's what I want to go for. I'm probably going to use most of the plants I have in this tank. They're growing like crazy. I got some dragonstone in here too I will use. The tank has matured pretty good. There's a tiny bit of algae, but I got some snails in here. I bought it, taking care of it. There's all kind of anubis plants. There's Junco valsneria. There's some Java fern. I can't remember this one over here. That's from Petco. Some other type. And some of it I got from Petco, some I got from Plant Factory. Well, let me show you guys my other tank since I'm already on. I started it a while ago actually. This is the 3.7 gallon Imaginarium or whatever it's called from Petco. 3.7 gallon. It's going to be a micro reef tank. Doesn't look like there's much light in here, but there's actually pretty good light. I mean, it's 15 watt or 18 watt full spectrum, and that would be more than enough for a 3.7 gallon. I've let this tank run for a month now, maybe two, and it's finally done curing. So I have a few small hermit crabs in here. I'm going to add a snail or two, There's not going to be any fish in here. 3.7 gallon is not really enough for fish, but I am going to put some corals in it. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to show you some more of my other tanks. I got a beta tank here. Where is he? He's right here in the corner. He got a 5 gallon. He's a happy camper. I've had him for a couple of years. I got live plants in here too, a sponge filter and a fluval filter, a small LED. Then I got a king beta fishing, just 10 gallon. He is currently alone in here. He's pretty mean, so I haven't put anything in there. There's a couple snails in there. I got some live plants, some lava rocks, filter. Sponge filter. I got a sponge on the intake and a fluval filter. Like you can see, I love those filters. I use these plants on everything. POTUS, I guess they're called. They do an awesome job as a filter. I got one on here too. Well, I have a couple more tanks I want to show you. Getting a tour of my apartment, I guess. This is the girls' room. Sorry, it's a bit messy in here, but trying to get kids to clean. It's like, I don't know how it's like. I got a beta fish in here. It's my daughter's. He's pretty amazing. We bought him in Petco, and they had the breed crossed out 3 times on that can he was in because they didn't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it's a koi of some sort, marble koi, but he's a pretty cool fish, a happy camper. Here's one of the snails, Nereid snails. He got a few plants. This is the fluval etch, I guess it's called. It got all the filters in the back compartment. I got POTUS playing on that too, doing a great job. Got an LED, got touch, blue, off, white. Now here I got my other tank, or my daughter's tank. It's just a 10 gallon. Got some bleeding heart tetras, I guess they're called. A gourami, some plants, some wood, a few lava rocks, a filter, and a POTUS plant. So this is pretty much what I got. Got a lot of tanks out on my porch. I got a 55 gallon sitting out there empty. Petco in my area has a set their 75 gallon on sale too, so if you want a bigger tank, $75 plus tax, so it's probably $85. That's not a bad deal. Oh, I got one more thing for these. Oops, sorry. I got let's see if I can see this. The top, just the glass. I am going to put this on because killifish like to jump. So this was about everything I want to show you. When I get this up running, I'll make another video and hopefully it all works well. You all have a nice evening and keep up on those fish tanks. Bye.